Good morning, traders. Johnny here with the Investing for Beginners community and the Learn to Earn 2.0. All right, so today we are going to talk about risk management and cutting losses. Very important today. So we need to turn on our red banner. Okay. Now we did call out some trades yesterday, and we are going to be going over those, but real quick, I got to spread them links around, guys. We have over 71,000 members in the Investing for Beginners community, so definitely smash that like button, but also click the link below, very first link. Look, we have 15 new members today and no spam at all. We have a really great moderator in this community who does a fantastic job. You also get access to the passive income investing for beginners community, which I created for you guys to learn to make money trading stocks. Yes, that is correct. A community built with simple strategies just for you to improve your investing game. Check it out. Have lots of posts and stuff like that. One of my better weeks I posted here, over $1,800 realized in a single week. So definitely check that out if you haven't already. You'll also get access to my free weekly newsletter, videos, and our free ebook, Investing for Beginner, or Financial Freedom Can Be Easy. Also, the second link below is a link to our Investing for Beginners Discord, right? A Discord where you can get familiar with my trading strategy as well as kind of my account size, my criteria checklist. We throw out announcements here, new people joining every single day, throw out my trade ideas, morning live trading sessions, giveaways, and even have charts to help you identify breakouts and patterns, when to buy, when to sell, ETFs, SEC filings, what even is that? Weekly economic calendars to keep you up to date on what's going on in the market, as well as stock earning reports. As you can see here, we have quite a few. This just keeps going and going. Talking about companies that share their earnings. Most recent was Walt Disney Company. They beat their earnings, and Reddit beat their earnings as well. So that's just fantastic. Now, guys, let's get back into the video. This is why you're here. Feeling a little bit under the weather today. I'm not sure if you could tell in my voice, but it is quite scratchy, itchy. I do have a cough, so I took some medicine, drinking some warm tea. And yeah, just overall just feeling like crap. The kids were sick for the last couple of days. Wife not feeling too good, and I guess now it's my turn. I should have isolated myself in a room and just stayed away from them. But unfortunately, that's pretty impossible. So anyways, got some people joining. I still have a couple of links to spread around. Now we're going to be talking about the positions that I'm in right now. Neo looking like it's selling off, and we already knew that was going to happen. Due to the fact that it is overbought, it's extremely oversold. So right now, real quick, before I even spread my link, we're going to go ahead and sell our 10 shares, get out of this position. I'm down about $4. Now it could go up, but we're not even going to take the chance on it. We are just going to sell it and get out of that position. Why? Because this whole video is on risk management and being able to control your emotions, control your losses. That way you can limit your risk and limit your losses, right? You don't want to make $100 or $1,000 in a day or in a week or in a month and then lose it all in a matter of a single day. That's what you do not want, okay? You guys don't want that to happen. I've done it before. It sucks. And so yeah. Beta, hello, it's me, Phoebe, here to learn. Hello, Phoebe, nice to see you at the live stream. I know you said earlier that you'd be sleeping right now, so it must be late where you are, right? I think you said you're from Australia. Very cool. Thanks for joining. Dell Robinson, good morning. Daryl, hey, good morning. Hello, welcome. So we just sold and we mitigated our risk here. Now, why did we do that? Because of this curl over, right? It saw some resistance here on, what is that, on Monday. So with that, it started selling off. Now, we should not have even bought 10 shares. It was about a $500 position on the 7th, which was Tuesday. Today is Wednesday, the 8th. So we should not have bought yesterday, but I thought, you know what? At the 4-hour chart, there's potential for it to go up even more, right? Now, obviously, it wasn't going to go all the way up, especially with these levels. Now, Phoebe, this is for you, or Phoebe. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry if I messed up your name. But basically, see where it touched? It touched here, 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 and here. So this is showing strong indication of resistance. Just like with these levels, it bounced off these support levels, showing a strong indication of support. Anything that has a support will usually bounce off, especially showing, excuse me, my throat is freaking itchy today. Especially showing areas of strong support in multiple levels. Okay, now when it goes through, it's going to create new support levels. Okay. And then it created a new support level at 360. So for anyone who invested at this $360 level and sold at these resistance levels, you'd be up 54%. Now, Phoebe, if you can see right here, and everyone who's watching right here shows your percent and the days that it is scheduled, or the days in the trade. So that's 14 days into the trade, and you would have made 54%. Now, I like to use $1,000 as an example. So with that said, give me 1 second to spread this link here. With that said, that'd be over $540 in a single day, guys. In a single day. That's pretty amazing. Or I'm sorry, in 14 days. I'm sorry, a little distracted, feeling a little under the weather. So bear with me here. But in 14 days, 2 weeks, that'd be 55% profit. Now, why did we buy this yesterday? Because we thought we could make a few more bucks, possibly break out here, make another 10, 13%, and that wasn't the case. So what we did was, just a few moments ago, we sold our 10 shares. It was about a $500 position, and we got out. Wait, I'm sorry, it was a $50 position. I'm like, wait, hold on, what? It was a $50 position, so nothing too crazy, because I didn't want to add a lot. Now, if it was going to run up, I would have added even more shares to it, but $50, and I think we lost like $4. It was not a big deal. Now, we could have held this company. What if we held it? We said, whatever, we're going to hold. We could have lost 30% of our investment. Now, 30% on $100 would have just been devastating, guys. That would have been $300 loss, because you or I or whoever's trading would have been too scared to sell. Okay, we don't want to ever be scared to sell our losses. If anything, we should be more adamant about selling our losses sooner. Now, it could have bounced off this EMA, right? And it still can bounce off this EMA, and we could still make potential money. It can run up, back up to this high, make 11, 10, 11%. Why? Because it's done it in the past. When it's above the blue line, the EMA, this is a 45-day moving average, then it's more prone to stay above this level, acting as a support, basically like these green lines that I draw. Now, good morning, welcome to the live stream. We got some people here today. That's awesome. So it can bounce, and then we could just buy more, right? Now, I wouldn't want to necessarily average down, because that's where you can get caught in a bear trap, right? Before you know it, you're bought, and then you're down like hundreds of dollars. But now, if it's starting to show upward momentum, the MACD starts to curl over and move forward, starts showing signs of consolidation, right? Let me show you guys the chart here. This is what we look at a lot. Give me 1 second. We're gonna pull that up for you right here. 3 stages of reversal. Okay, now it's in this rejection period. When it starts consolidating, these dotted lines are the support level, the green lines that I draw. Then it breaks out of that support and consolidation area, moving into stage 3. That's when we would then start buying into our position. Okay, same thing here. We're gonna, like, this is a perfect example, right? Rejection, consolidation. It breaks out of the consolidation period, creating new confirmation stage and new highs. It's doing the same thing here now on a smaller scale. It's rejecting. Maybe we'll see some type of consolidation, hopefully on this EMA line, and then it'll bounce and break up to the resistance level. Now, there were strong resistance levels at that 575 mark, right? So there's also heavy support here at this 472, just above that SMA line or the MA line, which is a 200-day moving average. So it could still reject, go down here, consolidate, and then run up. Okay, that's still possible. So those are 2 different scenarios. We're gonna put this one like a light blue, maybe. Let's do white. Okay, so there's 2 different areas. It can either consolidate and break up. It can continue to sell off, consolidate, and then push up. So we're going to leave this here as a trading strategy for the next couple of days, and we're going to follow along with NEO, even though I did get out of it. Okay, we do have a lot of companies that we cover, so definitely be aware of that. If there's any companies you want me to call out or review, definitely do so. Now, we're going to go over a couple more trades. Tesla did not do well, okay? Tesla did not do well at all. I called out Tesla yesterday. We already knew it was going to happen. But see, there were strong areas of support here at this support level. Started breaking out, making new highs, right? So this red line would have then became a green line because old resistance becomes a new support. But it never clearly broke this line right here. Strong support, strong resistance, and now it's pushing down. With that said, these now become resistance levels. And as you can see on the RSI, it's sold off, starting to curl over. Now, don't get caught in this bear trap, guys, or this bull trap. It can go up a little bit on this candle, and then it can start to fall. Okay, I believe what's going to happen is it's going to bounce right off of this MA line. And when it does, it's going to sell off and go back to that $138 level. Look at this. On a larger scale, this is the 4-hour chart. It has been selling off from 265 all the way down in 117 days, about 4 months. It's lost almost 50% of its market cap. 50%, guys. So it's at 550 billion. Just a few months ago, it was getting ready to clear $1 trillion and join the $1 trillion club. Okay, and of course, Elon Musk has been kind of going a different direction. He doesn't want to make Teslas anymore. He wants to get into like robo-taxis. He's doing a bunch of stuff with China because the USA's basically turned their back on Elon Musk, and he's upset about it. He's trying to take his business elsewhere, somewhere where his business is going to, make him money. It's all about money. Now, it is bouncing off this SMA line, which is just fantastic. And we sold and cut our losses. Now, I did have one share about $187. We did sell that share at $171, losing about 14 bucks. Now, that's okay, guys, because losing $14 is a lot better than losing an additional, $20, $30, $40, right? And now it's pushing up. So you can probably find a little bit, right? There's some money to be made, like 1 or 2%. But what's going to happen? I guarantee you it's going to bounce off of this and start crashing back down. Hello, welcome. Yes, PLDR. May I seek your help to review, please? Sure, yeah. That's actually a company that we're going to be looking at now. So Palantir Technologies had a huge couple of runs up, had a huge sell-off, okay? Even though it beat its earnings, had a huge sell-off. Also, guys, you are shrimply amazing. I love showing my funny dad joke cups. But again, I do believe you guys are shrimply amazing. Finish my hot drink, help with my throat. Now, it has been selling off. Clearly, there are areas of resistance and there are areas of support. Now, it made new highs, so it was bullish. Now it's making new lows, which means it's bearish. What does this mean for Palantir? Well, I have 20 shares invested in this company, which is right around right there, $424. We're at a $10 loss, about $9 right now. But there is a potential for it to bounce. As you can see here, it does have areas of resistance and support. Now there are lows way down here. So, you know, keep that in mind. There are extreme lows at $16. Okay. Palantir had a pretty good earnings. Now, the only thing about Palantir, they beat their earnings, but because Europe is having some difficulties with their GDP, I think they get like 10 or 13% of their total revenues from the European market. That is the only reason why it went down. They did state that in a news article just the other day. Where is it? I can find it. I know I talked about it on Monday. Is it this one? No. Whoa. It did raise their price target from 23. So it's up about $1 on its price target. I'm trying to find out where exactly they talked about it. Right here. So they is it this one? No, it's not. Oh, this was an hour ago. Oh, man. I hate when it keeps doing that. Well, basically, they're saying that Palantir... Oh, stop doing that, man. Stop doing that. Okay. But yeah, so that's basically the gist of it. I read the news article, and basically European market helped to make this crash. So now it can go down even lower. Let's look at it on the 1-minute chart. It does seem to be making that low, right? It had a huge rejection here. Wanted to pull up slightly. As you can see, didn't quite do much here. Looks like it made right at open about a 1%, a little less than 1%. Now it is starting to sell off, so I may cut my losses, right? And that's okay. Then we'll buy in when it seems like a better opportunity. So we're going to go ahead and sell our 20 shares, $422. And sometimes it's just the way it is, guys. You know, you have to cut your losses. Now, as soon as I sold, sometimes it'll go straight back up. But it didn't, okay? It's going to continue to sell off. And that's okay, because there is a bottom at $20. There's also a more, about $20 is its current resistance. So it's actually going to lose all the money it made over the last 2 weeks, 23% return. And we're going to want to be very careful with this. As you can see, this MA line, the 200 MA line, is going down. The blue line, 45-day average, was trying to break above. And as you can see here, it couldn't do it. Now, if it did break above the green line, then we would have had an opportunity for it to go up even more, okay, about 20%. But because it bounced, it kind of curled over right here underneath, this is going to act as your resistance, which makes a strong resistance, right? Now this turns into resistance. Old support levels become new resistance levels, just like vice versa. Now, what does that mean? That means, oh, the world's over, you know, everything is going to end. No, it just means that we got out of this position to stop further bleeding. Okay, we could have lost another 24% on $500. That would have been easy. 50 sorry, on $1,000 you would lose about $250. So on $500 it'd be about another $12. Now we already lost $12, so we would have lost about $25 on that trade. Instead of losing more money, We managed our risk and we got out. So I hope that answers your question. Yes, I read the article. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, and I know I talked about it in my Monday or Tuesday video. So Intel, what are we doing with Intel? Well, we own about $239, and again, bleeding red. Okay, there's not always going to be, for me and for most traders, we're not always going to have every single trade go correctly. Now, I do have an 80% success rate, so out of 10 trades, I lose on 2 of them. This week, at the beginning of, what was it, Monday, I had 9 or 10 positions. I made a ton of profit on most of them, and just so happened these 3 or 4 were the bad ones. I thought I could swing trade them overnight, get some new highs. As you can see, there was areas of consolidation on Intel, hoping to break up, like I said, on Wednesday. I was wanting it to break on Wednesday. Just because I want something to happen doesn't mean it will. So this trading idea is a bunk. Okay, we're going to take that out. Now, what does that mean? Well, that just means a consolidation period is just going to be dragged out even longer. Okay, don't know the future. But what we can do is know from previous history that this company, let's go out a little bit more. Let's go to the daily. It's had lows of $23, okay, on Intel. I'd say about $24 right there. But at the same time, it's had highs of $63, okay? Now, those are all-time highs. Obviously, that doesn't mean the company has to get back to that point. But what do you guys see here? You see the same exact rejection, consolidation on these low levels, and then a breakout to confirmation. This is exactly what the 3 stages of reversal is that we talk about. Hello, welcome to the live stream. Thank you. Man, we are almost at 10 people watching at one time. That's fantastic. That's a new milestone for this year, as I have been going live every single day since, I believe, February. Started the $1,000 challenge for you guys on January 1st. And now we're clearing about $3,200 on that $1,000 account. Because of something like this, right? These same areas, rejection, consolidation, confirmation. Most beginners will buy in stage 1, or they'll buy right here at the end of stage 2. Now, you don't want to buy up here and then wait to get here to break even, guys. Okay? There's no money in buying here because you saw an opportunity of it going up, and then for literally almost 2 years, you wait, right? And hopefully you wait to get your money back and break even. So for 2 years, you let someone else use your money and break even, and you were stressed out the entire time. Or you bought in the hopes that it was going to go up. You bought some more, you bought some more, you bought some more, you kept averaging down, and then you get to the point where you're like, man, I'm losing 50% of my portfolio or 50% of my position. So on $1,000, you would be down $500, and then you sell, okay? Then you sell and you lose 50% of your trade. That's what we're trying to prevent for you guys, okay? I have an account with over $30,000. My margin account. I'm able to buy, sell, and short. Okay. Now, in order to short, you have to trade on margin, and you have to have more than $2,000 in your account. I'd recommend $2,500 to $3,000 because if it falls below that $2,000 mark, say $1,900, then you can get margin called, and they will actually sell your shares and cover their losses, which means you will lose on your position. So make sure you have more than $2,000 before you decide to short in the market. But that's for another video, okay? The point is, this would have been a good opportunity to short, not to go long, okay? Now, because it's showing signs of rejection, consolidation, and then confirmation, you would have been able to decide, okay, I'm going to wait for this confirmation. It hit the bottom here, hit the bottom here, and here. So 3 times, it's a triple bottom, and then broke out, coming back down for a 4th and not quite making it. Now, as you can see, this green line, the MA, acts as a support level when it's above and trading above. It acts as a resistance level when it's trading below. Same thing with the blue line. Can you see this? It tries to break up, it got rejected. Tries to break back up, got rejected. And it gets rejected every single time. Now right here, consolidation, it don't know what to do. It's like a drunk driver on the road, swerving in and out of the lane, in and out of the lane, until finally it decides I'm going to take a left turn, right? So now you establish the breakout. Maybe you buy a few shares here, you buy a few shares here, and at that breakout, you're able to ride the wave up and make 67% profit by being on the right side of that opportunity. You're on the right side. You're in stage 3 of the confirmation, okay, which is fantastic. That's where we all want to be. Now, how do you even identify it? Like right here, we're going to talk about it, okay? How do we even know when that consolidation period ends or begins? Well, by charting, by knowing key areas of opportunity. As you can see here, it hit this bottom not just once, almost twice, almost 3 times it hit this area of support. Now it's coming off of this $30 level. Now $30, usually whole numbers are going to be psychological numbers, right? Everyone likes whole numbers. Where are we at right now? $30 even almost. It didn't bounce at 31 or 30 and 75 cents. It's trying to hold at that $30 level. Why? Because people love whole numbers, guys, and it's going to just probably shoot right back up again, potentially, okay, potentially being able to make about 2% on a very low scale, okay, to, let's see if we can get back to that 4-hour, potentials of 15%, where it was trading at about 2 weeks ago. But it doesn't mean it has to, right? Because we are still in that rejection period. Or I'm sorry, we are now in that consolidation period. Slightly rejecting still. The blue line, EMA, and the green line, the SMA, are so far apart, they don't know what to do. I mean, that drunk driver's way off the road. And if you guys have a better analogy that I can use, definitely let me know, because, I don't know, maybe the drunk driving analogy is not good. But see right here. It's trying to stay along with the blue line, and then it gets way off course and then tries to correct itself. Way off course and then tries to correct itself. What we want is we want that driver to be on the left-hand side. We want him to be over here above that blue line to show signs of confirmation. Now, we are down about $8 on 240 bucks position. I may buy a heavy amount down here to average down. Okay, I still have the opportunity to buy 30, 40 shares. So it's actually 39 shares. So that's cool. I could buy more and average down. I could also cut my losses, especially if it starts to if it continues to crash, right? Because we thought there was key areas of support. And there is. If I can get on a better scale here, let's go 4-hour again. It's consolidating, right? It doesn't want to go below this $30 level here, but it also doesn't want to go above 31. So we're waiting for confirmation for it to go above this blue level, which would be above my position anyways, about 31.30. When it does, then I'll add, and we can make even 20% going back up to this SMA line. But for right now, it looks like it's in a rejection period. So again, we're going to draw our chart. If it can pass this blue line, then we will continue. To add to that position. If it doesn't, well, we're definitely not going to add to our loser. Okay, I don't want to add to my loser. Now, do I want to buy when it's at a low going up? Yeah, I would want to, but look, it's starting to go down even more. I could also just cut my losses, start back over, which probably is the better thing to do. This is risk management after all, and when to cut your losses. So that's what we're going to do right now. Going to cut my losses, 8 shares, sell, and that just is going to open up more money for us. Okay, so there we go. We just sold and got out of this position, indicating a sell right here. Now we took a little loss, $8. Now $8 is better than losing another 20% if my trade idea doesn't play out, right? It doesn't have to play out. The market isn't like, hey, Johnny said it's going up, so it must go up. No, that's not how it works, okay? We play the market can play us, but we don't want it to play us. So risk management and cutting your losses is extremely important, guys. Even on $200, a 20% loss can still be $40 more on top of that 8. That'd be a $50 loss for me because I hoped it went up. At that point, you're just hoping and wishing, and in a way, almost gambling. Look at it, it's going down. Good thing we sold. And sometimes that's okay. Now, why didn't I sell up here? Or why didn't I sell yesterday? Well, a few reasons, right? It wasn't a lot of money. I'm not worried about $8, right? I mean, this whole channel and this whole individual cash account I have is for you guys for educational purposes. You know, even $1,000 from my $30,000 account is almost nothing, right? So $8 is meaningless. But what is meaningful is the education and the knowledge that you all get from this video. Roku, the last one. Now, Roku is another one that I lost on. Good thing I only bought one share for $60 because I only lost $1.75, which isn't much at all, right? Thank you. Welcome to the live stream. Smash that like button, subscribe, and say, hey, hello, what's up? Good job. Finding value in it. Good. Whatever you think. And just let me know. Let me know what you guys think about this if you're finding value in it. So, where do we go from here? Same thing. Same exact thing. We are basically just going to be finding those areas of support, those areas of resistance, and trying to just cut our losses, right? This is all about risk management. It's all about learning and growing, being able to understand direction. That's important, understanding direction of where the market is going. Hello, welcome to the live stream. Glad you guys can be here today. Thank you for spending a part of your day with us all. We got Levon saying hey. Hello, welcome to the live stream. Got some new people coming in. Right. So, what about this company? Well, Roku is a company. I mean, you guys probably have a Roku TV, a Roku stick, or some type of smart device that was made from Roku. Most of the world does. So, yeah, definitely know that it's somewhat of a popular company, right? But also know that it's lost over 40% of its market cap. 40% on an $8 billion company. It was almost at 16, almost like 15, $16 billion. Now, where do we go from here? It already showed its signs of rejection, starting to show signs of consolidation, and now we're waiting to see if we can find a breakout. Now, on the RSI, it's going up, but the charts is going down, okay? That's not good. So what are we gonna do? We may wait for this bounce, okay? If it does end up bouncing, going down another 5%, 5%'s not bad on $60. That's almost nothing. But the potential would be a lot more, 15% potential. As you can see here, that did not go along with my trading strategy. I saw these green candles. It made this EMA line the support line, and then it just failed and said, nah, I don't want to do that, Johnny, which is okay. So now if it does go down, right, it has two areas of support, 58.59 and about 56.84. Either one of these bounces, then we can find areas of opportunity to make some good money, right? 12% to 15%. So that is exactly what we're going to be watching for. When it does show signs of confirmation that it's going up, say maybe 4, 5, 6 candles, see, as you can see here, then we may buy some more. But until that happens, and it even breaks above this SMA line, we're not going to add more to this position. Now, what's the downside? Can it go down even more? Sure, it can. But it looks like in a very long time, the lowest was this $38 mark. So we're going to go ahead and draw the $38 mark here. 38.26, 38.26 right there. Okay, 38.26. But areas of support here and here and now here. So there is potential for this to even go up higher, right? If Roku really gets some good earnings news, some good momentum, and go up 65% to 88%, guys. That's $650 to almost $900 on a $1,000 investment. Okay, so just know that. So Roku is one of those companies that is the last company I'm holding. I'm down about $1. Not too bad. What other companies can we look at here? Second round says review Apple. May I seek your help to review Reddit? Yeah, sure. Yeah, Apple and Reddit. So let's go over Apple real quick. Apple finding some consolidation after a nice bull run up, making literally 10% and looks like a single day bouncing off of this SMA and EMA line. Now the blue line is crossing over the green line, which means that the 45-day moving average, the blue line, is crossing over the 200-day moving average green line. Now that means it does indicate strong signs of being bullish, but it did have some areas of resistance. As you can see here, we have a ton of lines. Let me clean this up actually a little bit. We're going to clean this up just a little bit for you guys, okay? We're going to bring this down. This is new levels of resistance. We're going to take that out. We're going to take this one out. Okay, so there we go. So, showing strong resistance at that 186 level, 187 level, and it's showing strong support now at the 181 level. Easily it can go down. It can go back down to this EMA, this MA. It could even go down to this 170 support, losing about 5%. But it does have the potential to go up. It had that rejection period, consolidation period, which it almost had no consolidation period at all. It was almost an instant reversal here. And now it's trying to do the same thing. It's creating newer highs, newer lows, and that's exactly what we're waiting to see. Now, look at this on the 1 minute. It's getting rejected. So I would wait, second round, I would wait for confirmation, okay? It looks like it's trying to find that support level right around here, and it may go all the way up. It may go up to these levels here, about 0.5%. 0.5% is nothing to me, so I wouldn't necessarily trade it. If it went up, say, to this red level, that's only a 1%. So again, on a $1,000 investment, you're looking at making 10 bucks. 10 bucks, and the risk is far greater. The risk for $10 make a or the risk of saying $60 to $100 is not outweigh a $10 gain. Now, of course, we wouldn't hold it that much. I like to keep my risk management to 1%. If it starts going down 1% past where my investment was, right here, then I would just get out. Like, you know what? I'm just going to get out. But over time, I've learned to not even worry about risk management as much as identifying good opportunities for a trade, right? If you get into a solid trade that's moving upward, then you don't necessarily have to worry about risk management. You're just really focusing on when do I sell? At what point do I sell? Right? I wouldn't buy into this first candle here because it's green and then wait for it and then wait and lose money. Okay, I would literally wait for like something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 to 5 green candles before I even consider buying in to a company, right? And that's what I've done in recently. Fobeta. Oh man, I'm sorry I'm butchering your name, but you want to look at Reddit? Yeah, definitely. We can look at Reddit for you. Hello, welcome to the live stream. If you guys are joining for the first time, we're talking about risk management, and we are talking about cutting your losses. You don't want to get stuck holding the bag, as they were to say. because then you can suffer losses greater than your gains. You know, you can spend all week, all month making 10 or 20% and growing your account just to lose it all on one bad trade. Okay, keep your risk management to a minimum. If that trade doesn't play out for you and you're down 1%, 2%, hopefully no more than 3 or 4%, then you cut your losses, you get out, you wipe your hands clean, you know, go like that, shake it off. Hey, it was a mistake. I lost. It wasn't a good trade. Don't beat yourself up too bad, and then move on and get into another trade. I do that all the time. It happens. My success rate's about 80%. So out of every 10 good trades, or out of every 10 trade ideas, 8 of them are successful, 2 of them are bad, right? You want to run on your positive. You want to let your companies that are doing well run and go up to get the maximum profit, but you also want to cut your losses very, very early so you can limit your risk. Okay, so Reddit, here we go. RGDT. Now, they did have good earnings. If you guys have not checked it out yet, go to our Discord. We give out our earnings reports every single time they come out. Yesterday was Walt Disney, and Reddit was yesterday. Now, Reddit beat its revenues by quite a bit. Their estimated revenues was 211 million. They're actually up 243 million. Average revenues per user, look at this, $2.94 compared to $2.75, and daily active users went from 77 million to 82 million. So their first earnings report ever that Reddit reported is doing amazing. If you guys want to check out all the stuff in the Discord, charts and patterns, identifying breakouts, getting involved with the main chat room, talking to other people, checking out trade ideas, announcements, ETFs, etc., weekly economic report calendars, and just overall maybe these and just talking to other people, main swing, day trade, stuff like that. Definitely check out the Discord. That is the second link below. Okay, so Reddit, sorry to keep you waiting. We'll get you back to your life here after this. We'll probably end the stream on this one. So Reddit has made some new highs, right? Newer highs and newer lows is great, or higher highs and higher lows is good. Making over 20% in a single day due to that good earnings. Now it's going down. Why is it going down? Well, there's a lot of selling pressure, right? And let's look at the news. Reddit soars. This was 34 minutes ago. Here we go. Reddit price target raised to 63 from 55. So why is it going down? Why is it going down? To 59. Raised price to 63. Palantir, Nidum just raised its price target. Interesting. So they beat their earnings, but they are down tremendously. I mean, this happened with Meta. Just because it beats its earnings doesn't mean that it necessarily has to do well, apparently, right? There's going to be a lot of people also selling, right? People who have been holding this company for a while, especially up here, guys, okay? There's the risk of FOMO. Now, we did trade this company on the first day, made about 15%. And we traded this company in our larger account, making over 40% profit. Now, we didn't get the whole 50% or 60%, but we sold about right here at the $64 level. When we start seeing signs of that resistance, made 40% on a single trade, okay? This company's only been out since March. March 21st was its IPO, so it's very new. It's a baby company in the stock market. And look at this, strong signs of rejection, consolidation, and now it had signs of confirmation using our 3 stages of reversal, which I will be adding to our Investing for Beginners website very soon. Oops. Okay. Now it's in that rejection period again. Why? Because guaranteed there's a lot of people in this area who were bag holding. They were bag holding for so long, hoping and praying that this company was going to go up so that way they can get out. A lot of these people here, they didn't make any money. They also didn't lose any money if they waited. Okay, so buying at that $50 level, you would have broke even, which means you would have waited. Check this out, guys. If you bought here and didn't sell and waited and it went down and it went down and you sold, you'd lose 31%. But look at this, 44 days, a month and a half, they wasted holding this position. A month and a half. Imagine having 10 grand in this company for a month and a half and being stressed out the entire time, losing 30% or almost $3,000 just to hope that one day it goes up. That's stressful. We don't want that. I don't want that for you guys. Okay. What about here? People who bought up in this level, $67. They're still down 16%. Hopefully they didn't sell down here, losing almost 40% of their position. $1,000, you'd lose $400 if you sold. If you bought up here and it's here, you're still waiting. And now you're even more scared because it's going down. It's down 26% if you would have bought at the high. Okay? It's very important not to get stuck holding the bag. Now, say I would have bought here. If I would have bought here and I started seeing any indication that it was going down, I would have sold. Right? At the very least, I would have got out right about here the next day at 1%. If I missed it, then I would have had to cut my losses at 10%. Right? But I would have got out and I would have cut my losses right there. Ideally, I would have wanted to cut my losses literally on this very next candle. Right? Any strong signs, I would have made some 5% money, right? 5% on 1,000 is $50. But at the very least, if I started seeing it go down, I would have got out right here. Same day, 1%, and I could have mitigated the risk, right? This is what this whole video is about, of losing 30% to 38%, guys. I'd rather lose $5 than $40, or I'd rather lose $50 than $500, okay? There's always opportunity to get back into a position. So with that said, sorry for the rant and the ramble. It's going down, and we are going to wait for confirmation that it's moving up in an upward direction. Why? Because we are following the 3 stages of reversal. I'm going to update this because we never buy in stage 1, ever. People who say just average down, they either have millions of dollars, which this video would be pointless to them. Why are you even watching? Or they just don't understand the market yet. You can average down for years. Look at JCPenney. If you would have averaged down on JCPenney, you would now be out of money and the company is delisted, which means you couldn't even sell it if you wanted to. You can't trade it if you wanted to. JCPenney is a great example of stage 1 rejection. You don't buy in rejection period. You add a couple positions in consolidation. Say you have 100 shares that you want to invest. Say you buy 10 shares in your consolidation period just to test the waters. Get that low average. Then you start adding 10 shares, 10 shares, 10 shares. Once you pass those areas of support and there's a breakout, now you have maybe 30, 40 shares. And then you load up. You buy the other 40 to 60 shares, get that 100 share position, sell at the top. Okay, so that's a really great chart to have. Check out the investingforbeginnerscommunity.com. That is where I'll be updating that, throwing some extra trading tools and information. So Reddit, it's trying to find consolidation right now, guys. But it has a ways to go. It could bounce off of this EMA line at 47. It could bounce off this, what would be now a support level at 47.89, right? It doesn't have to. It could totally bounce right now. Wanting to. Doesn't look like it's going to happen, but wants to. And it can go right past it. It can go right past this level here. Okay? So this company is moving in a downward direction. Even worse, if the blue line crosses over this green line, the 45-day crosses over the 200, it's going to sell off even more, despite its good earnings or not. People are making money every single day in the stock market. This run right here, 20%. So if you think people bought here and they held here and sold, it's going to create a lot of unwanted shares. People are not going to be buying at this level. They're going to be selling. And of course, for everyone that sells, somebody buys in the hopes that it's going to go up. But right now they're selling, selling, selling. So I would say wait for confirmation on Reddit. It's wanting to show some areas of consolidation. So if this starts to trade sideways, then that could be a good thing, right? That can be a good thing. Starts consolidating. Then maybe once it starts breaking above, we can buy and have a potential of 13% profit from previous highs. But for right now, I honestly just see it selling off, maybe even going back down to previous areas of trading. Because before its earnings, it was trading right around this area. Right around this area. Okay, so it has a potential to go here or even here. Still about 7%. Hope that answers your question. Thanks for joining this live stream. Definitely smash that thumbs up for me and subscribe to the channel if you found value in it. This is our Investing for Beginners community page. We are going to be updating it and adding a tools for trading tab, which is going to have all those great tools to use. Let me see if it's in announcements. I wanted to show you the other charts that we have. I don't think it's in this one. Maybe it's in the main chat right here. We are going to be adding this to the website. Also, 3 stages of position size. See 0% invested. We're waiting during the rejection period, high risk. Then we are going to be testing this testing phase, adding maybe up to 10% of your position size, medium risk. And then entry would be slowly adding up as it goes up, very low risk. We want you guys in the low risk stage 3 area of investing, not stage 1, maybe a little of stage 2. Right, so I did update this a little bit, and then becoming profitable with trades, having an 80% success rate starts with having a risk ratio of 1 to 5, right? Risk 1% to make 5%, okay? Your win rate's at 80% and you win all 5 of your trades. You want to be in this green profit area, not in this yellow loss area, okay? If you're trading in stage 3, then you will make your profits and be right 80% of the time. So definitely check out the Discord. Second link in the description below. First link will give you access to Investing for Beginners community. You could always just type it in and you will get access or a free invite to our 70,000 members Investing for Beginners community. Right now combined, we have over 100,000 members over all platforms. It's a great milestone. Thank you so much for joining, for being a part of the live stream. I go live every single day, Monday through Friday. So don't be late because we trade live first thing in the morning when the market opens. You don't want to miss. So smash that little bell so you know when I do go live. And check out some of my other videos. I actually have over 500 videos now, all educational, inspirational, and motivational. Just kidding. For you guys to watch. Check it out. Over 576 videos now, 5.2 thousand subscribers. We have Learn to Earn morning trading sessions. That's what we're watching right now. This one's really great. I did this last night. How much money do you need to cover your monthly salary? Pretty good video, and how I was able to, let's see, where is it? Grow your account faster than the average trader. And how to grow your account from, say, a $300 or $1,000 account to over $30,000, just like I did, using only 2 ETFs. That's a really great video. Let's get that video to 1,000 views, and I will make another one and deep dive into my $30,000 account if you guys see value in it. Thank you all. I appreciate your time. Have a great day, and let's end this year on a green note.